Mitch, in your perfect world, would every test match be played with a pink ball?
Nope.
You seem to enjoy it.
I seem to take wickets. I think it's... don't overdo it, I'd say. Yeah, it's great for cricket, but I'm still a traditionalist at heart. Don't take away too many from the red ball game.
On a serious note, do you think the pink ball game has evolved a bit in the sense that, like, if you look at the way, I assume the way you guys batted today in that middle session was to make sure you had the new ball under lights tonight in New Zealand. Are the tactics evolving more and more as far as the pink ball game goes?
Yeah, spot on. I think if you look at tactically red ball to pink ball, it's very different when you think of time of day, and certainly, like you said there, we probably batted a bit slow through that middle session, but the plan was to try and get as close to the evening session with the brand new ball as we could. So, although it was a pretty slow to watch and perhaps be a part of, it was certainly part of the pink ball tactics to try and utilise the brand new pink ball under lights, as we saw with Tim last night, moving around and getting some late swing, and I guess it's probably justified when you take 5 wickets in the last session.
Mitchell, you would have got a good view of Steve Smith's catch, and how big a moment was that tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately for him, you sort of expect that from Steve. He's done that a few times, but it was fantastic to create the buzz out in the crowd, and certainly out on the ground for us. And I guess speaking within the group, and certainly hearing it from outside, the big wicket of Kane being the captain as well, to hang on to him was a big moment in tonight's session. So fantastic catch, and it's always nice to see the boys hang on to him.
There was a funny moment when Pat Cummins was bowling about 10 overs before, when Williamson was on 13, where he did actually nick the ball, and Steve was sort of the only person who heard it. Did you guys sort of realise that in the moments afterwards, that you might have let a chance go there?
No, we actually just heard that was the case when we were in the ice bath. So Pat said he didn't hear anything when he bowled the ball. It wasn't until someone mentioned it just before that we knew we missed a little opportunity there. So I guess thankfully we got him in the end tonight.
How much are you feeling for Hazlewood? He looked so disappointed as he came off.
Yeah, it's never nice seeing anyone go down, especially one of your best mates. So I'm not sure how those scans have come back. Hopefully there's some positivity out of that. I guess it sort of makes it tough now with the bowler down. Certainly was for the Kiwis with Ferguson going down as well. So the plus side is we've got him 5 down tonight, and hopefully for Josh it's not too bad, and it's if it is going to keep him out for the rest of the week, hopefully it's not too big a break to get that hammy right.
Mitchell, you just spoke about team tactics, like with pink ball cricket, but are tactics also evolving in terms of like fast bowling? Like, do you run in differently under lights and during the day? Are your lengths different? Are you doing anything different at all?
I guess it might change tactically depending on the hardness of the ball. We still find they're going quite soft on the harder wickets at a certain point, perhaps a little bit sooner than the red ball. I guess you might bowl a fraction fuller or attack a little bit more in the evening sessions when it's swinging a bit more. I think we saw in Adelaide through the day periods it really didn't do much. So I don't think you run in any different. I think your lengths perhaps change at certain times of the day, perhaps no different to where you might change your lengths with a red ball game. Certainly the way we changed our lengths in the Gabba Test match when we thought we were too short and attacked a bit more post first session. So I think it's red ball or pink ball, you just have to adapt to the conditions out there, whether that be during the day or the evening, whether it's new or old or soft or hard. So I think it's probably more of a team tactically when you think of times of day and declarations and that sort of thing, or where you want where you see yourself placed, which is probably different with the colour of the ball rather than the bowling tactically.
It feels like quite a few times you've been on a hat-trick recently. Do you feel like you're ever going to get one?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm happy just to keep contributing. Yeah, it's definitely not a goal. Or it's not something I have to tick off. If it happens, it happens. But yeah, it's just it was nice to get a little bit of a roll on there with some momentum in the second spell as well, and take a few wickets before the end of play. So yeah, I'm not too worried if I don't ever get one, or if I do, great.
What was the plan for that ball?
Well, Ross had been going pretty hard, so I guess if it was someone else or a new batsman, probably would have attacked the stumps a bit more. To Ross, we're probably pretty happy bowling in at the short and in at his ribs. So I was just trying to take that one across him and not trying to overdo it, because he was pretty settled.
Mitch, a lot of players, speaking about your bowling, said that your lengths have been really impressive this summer. In regards to the way you're controlling the ball, do you reckon this is the best you've had a handle on it in your career?
Yeah, I think it probably is. I think those little technical changes that I made at the start of the summer have probably been a big part of that. Finding less can go wrong when I'm more compact and having that ball on my back hip. So there was a big or conscious effort to be more economical as a group through the UK tour, and that was a big part of our bowling plans for the Ashes tour. So taking a little bit out of that, but also probably the technical changes have helped me not sacrifice any pace, but be able to be more consistent and probably help play a part in the group for the other guys as well. Where in the past I've perhaps leaked runs at certain stages and the other guys have had to probably work a little bit harder. So it's nice to still be able to bowl fast, but keep the runs at a controlled rate as well.
Just back on the Smith catch, can you describe to us the emotions that you feel when you see something that special happen on the field?
Happens pretty quick. Yeah, it's a special grab. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. There's a bit of buzz going around, and probably gets the group up for a bit as well, and certainly got the crowd up for a bit. So that's it's fantastic to see. And as I said before, unfortunately for Smithy, he's such a good player, whether it be with bat or in the field. You almost, unfortunately for him, expect that he's gonna hold on to those 9 times out of 10.
Will you be offering Matthew Wade some bowling advice overnight? And was he a bit miffed when Tim pulled him after those 2 overs? He seemed to get it moving a little bit.
He was pretty disappointed that Tim made him warm up in Adelaide to have a bowl, and I think Nathan might have taken a wicket, so Wadey wasn't required. So you're careful what you wish for. He had to bowl today, but I might have to get some tips about how to move it off a seam like he did. He bowled a couple of gems there, and yeah, you might have to do some more work in the nets with the ball.
Mitch, we have concussion subs now, and there's a bit of talk today about the value perhaps of a substitute just if someone gets injured. Have you got any thoughts on that? Like, would it be nice to have brought in another quick today, provided, say, the bowler was ticked off by an independent doctor or something, and you had a replacement?
Probably not my place to comment. But yeah, it took a long time to work out the whole concussion sub one, so I wouldn't have thought that's anywhere near around the corner. But yeah, it's never nice seeing anyone go down, and more often than not, it only happens to one side in a game. On this occasion, it's happened on both sides, so it's almost on even terms now with 10 on 10. But yeah, it might come into things in the future, but I think that's probably another area where, like with the concussion stuff, and though I worry about teams taking advantage of that, I think there's probably too much grey area with that one as well.